seeing. Last fall, I got interested in a tiny house and I wanted to build one, and I started talking to my friends, my family, anybody I could find really about wanting to build this. I had this piece of land, I had, the opportunity to build, and everybody thought I was crazy to want to build a tiny house. So I decided I would start a meetup group online because I was sure that I was not alone. I just couldn't find anybody, and just kind of on a whim, put it up there, called it Halifax Tiny House Movement, and waited. I think within a month I had 50 people, and now we're 7 months later, and I have 340 people in my group. So my main motivation for building a tiny home is because I wanted something that was energy efficient and sustainable, something that leaves a smaller footprint on the earth, something that uses less resources not only to build but also to maintain and to heat and things like that after it's up. So the smaller it is, the smaller the impact that you have on the earth. My house in particular is going to be very well insulated and have high-tech air exchange, heat exchange type of systems in it, so that I'm going to be able to heat this thing with very little fuel. And it should be very comfortable all year round. So it's all spruce, mostly 2x4 walls, and the 2x8s in the ceiling and in the floor. And most of it is locally sourced, so that's nice, by a local company here. It's just the most affordable way for me to build this home. 20.5 inches. My original budget or thought was about $15,000. So I was thinking about $5,000 to get the frame up, roof on, and kind of weather tight, which is actually my goal for this year, is just to get it up and weather tight for the winter. And then another $5,000 kind of to finish, and another $5,000 for appliances and things like that. So that was kind of what I had in my head. Now, some things have already become clear that might change. If I want to use cedar on the outside, which I would love to do, that itself could be $2,000–3,000. I think a huge appeal for the tiny homes is the fact that they're small, so that you have less stuff. You have less stuff to buy, less to maintain, less to clean, and just generally less stuff to keep in your mind. So people who live in tiny homes generally say that they feel lighter and less stressed.
You don't have to line it.
There's a lot of people out here who don't think that they can just pick up a hammer and start building a tiny house, but that's exactly what I'm doing. I am not a professional in any way. I've had some experience just with my own home renovations or helping my dad when I was young, but really I've never attempted anything like this before, and I have no actual credentials to be building this. I just ask for help when I need it. There's an awful lot of people out there who are willing to help me, and I've just kind of been learning as I go. And I really do feel that anybody could do this. It's not difficult in a sense. It's very practical and hands-on, and I think anybody can kind of make sense of it.